friends, welcome. I am the Overlord, and this is just a video. I'm probably way too late on this trend, but I wanted to use this tier list maker thing that everyone's talking about going around, and I wanted to do a Smash Ultimate tier list, but we're not here to rank them by how good they are in the competitive scene or anything like that. We are here to rank the characters by how faithful their movesets are to the games that they come from. So, for example, let's just start with an easy, obvious one. Where's my girl, Princess Peach? True fan right here, top tier. She has the parasol and the frying pan from Super Mario RPG. She's in the Mario tennis game, so she has this tennis racket and the golf club. She floats from Super Mario Bros. 2. Like, it pulls up turnips. It's just a whole bunch of references that you wouldn't expect for a character that no one expected to be, you know, very good, but she's been in the game since Melee, and she's been pretty awesome since then. So that's how this is gonna work here. Let's see, Bayonetta. Alright, Bayonetta, I think, you know, there are some cool elements to Bayonetta. I'm gonna go average. Like, after playing the games for the Switch, she has some cool stuff. You know, you have the guns. I like that her smash attacks are the wicked weaves, but where's the chainsaw arms, huh? Where's the rocket launchers? Where's all of the crazy weaponry? There are some good things. I like her witch time dodge with the butterfly effect. That's pretty cool. But they could have done so much better than make a boring, punchy character. Bowser? I would say Bowser's pretty faithful. I don't know too much about the Bowser lore, to be honest, but, you know, he has the fire breath. He doesn't shoot fireballs, though, like he does in some of the games, and a lot of it is just spinny, crazy Koopa stuff, but we'll let it slide. Bowser Jr., I'm gonna say average. I don't know. I didn't really play much of Sunshine. He has the Koopa car. He's just like all of the Koopa kids. So, you know, it's nice that they did that, but all of the Koopa kids are just Bowser Jr. So if you take the package deal together, yeah, you know. Pikmin here, I would say Pikmin's pretty faithful. You have the different types of Pikmin that you can throw, and you have the different attributes. So some of the moves are boring. It's like, hey, call your Pikmin over, or hey, try to... I think in Ultimate he actually has a Pikmin helicopter thing, so it's not the Pikmin whip anymore, which is an improvement. So, you know, I would say he's pretty faithful. Let's see, Captain Falcon. Oh, Captain Falcon, you have the Blue Falcon, Final Smash, you have the Falcon Punch, Falcon Kick, which admittedly have nothing to do with the game. So, because of that, I like Captain Falcon a lot. I really don't know anything about F-Zero just from Captain Falcon. So I'm going to put him on the meh tier. Like, he's meh. Cloud has the limit break mechanic. Alright, so that's kind of cool. And then you have a few of his limit breaks, just as actual attacks. But like, and you have the materia taunt. But you don't have actual materia. He's just kind of meh, and I like using him a lot. I like playing as Cloud a lot, but as far as faithfulness to the game, it's just pretty meh. This Fire Emblem, unknown. I put that in there, so don't be mad at me. I really don't frickin' know. Alright, there. Diddy Kong. Diddy Kong has the jetpacks, the peanut pop guns from DK64. Alright. Throws banana peels. Don't really know why, but... hey, you know, he throws banana peels. Things I could think of for Diddy Kong. I don't know, I can't think of too much. I would say Diddy Kong is pretty faithful. Very faithful. Definitely not Princess Peach faithful, but super close, to be honest. And you have Donkey Kong. I think Donkey Kong's a little more average. You know, there's no barrel throwing attacks. There, you know, he punches. Oh, okay. Okay, he punches and spins his fists like helicopters. You know, there's no coconut gun. He does not fire in spurts in this game, you know? So, average. They could have done better. Actually, all things considered, though, DK's been in a lot of things. I'm changing it. He's meh. He's very meh. and that's all you can do about it. Dr. Mario. Dr. Mario's like Mario. I would say, all things considered, well, let's do Mario, and then we'll do. I would say Mario's like top tier faithful. You have the fireball attacks, you have the cape spin from Super Mario World, the flood, his up B doing the traditional boing, like a lot of the stuff. Some of his other like smash attacks and stuff aren't quite as interesting, but you know what? I kind of talked myself out of it. The side specials are good, but everything else is just kind of there. And Dr. Mario, I would say, is a little less faithful than that. Just kind of the average job. The cape is now a bed sheet, and then the fireballs are now pills. So there's that. Duck Hunt is a really interesting case. I don't even know where to put Duck Hunt. I don't really like playing as Duck Hunt. Is a reference to some other old Nintendo games, but I mean, he has the duck and the dog. The thing is, though, the dog is the one that scares out the ducks that then you're supposed to shoot. So he's going to be a meh, because they're working together, which is totally unrepresentative of the original game. Next, Falco and Fox. We'll do Fox. I would say Fox is very faithful. The Firefox thing is kind of weird. It's supposed to be jetpack or something. I don't know. But the reflector looks like the power-ups that you get that repair your ship, like the rings and stuff in Star Fox 64. There's probably references to later Star Fox games. And he doesn't use the stupid cane from the stupid dinosaur game. So that's a bonus for me. And I'm going to put Falco up there too, because he's, a clone or an echo. Ganon. This is an interesting one. I like Ganon a lot. He has a sword, which is cool in this version. Really helps with his range, but he's an echo of Captain Falcon, and aside from him being evil, I don't really see like that. What does that tell me about Ganondorf in the games as far as his moveset? And not a whole lot, besides he's powerful AF. But I guess he does have the Triforce of Power. So you know what? I'm gonna move him up to average because of that. Like, it's Triforce of Power. He just needs to be powerful AF. Pokemon time. Greninja seems pretty cool. Ninja Frog. I would say very faithful. Like, you have your Shuriken water thing. I'm sure that's an attack. Honestly, I haven't played much of the later generations Pokemon, so I don't know too much, but I know enough that it feels like a Pokemon. Has different attacks, has substitute, but it acts like a ninja substitute, so that's pretty cool. Very creative. I would put that in the very faithful section. Ice Climbers, based on the NES game, I would also say that is... I would say that's very faithful. A lot of them are probably going to be in the very faithful section, just because a lot of them kind of are. Let's say Ike. I don't know. I haven't really played any of the Fire Emblems, so I honestly can't say anything about them. Also, Fire Emblem has this huge fan base, and they'll rip me a new butthole if I dare talk bad about them. So I'm just gonna say unknown for the Fire Emblem. Fire Pokemon, honestly, it's unknown, but I like a lot of the moves, like Revenge and stuff, and I hate playing as him. But I would say he's pretty average job. Kid Now Squid Now, I would say that's pretty faithful. I don't know much about Splatoon, but I got it. I get it when playing Squid Now Kid Now, and yeah, I would say pretty faithful. That and Isabel's up there too. True fan. The fact that they took the villager from Animal Crossing and just made it more personal and made it more in character. Like Animal Crossing, I would say is very faithful for a chillax game, So Isabel's adorable. So, true fan. Here's some more Fire Emblem. I'm kind of skipping around now, just as I see them. Mega Man, here we go. True fan, obviously. All of his attacks. His smash attack is his Mega Buster, which is kind of weird, but like each of his attacks is a different special move that he gets in one of the older Mega Man games. So I would say true fan right there. A+ job. Jigglypuff, pretty good. Roll out, rock type attack. I don't know if it does rock damage, but the longer you hold it, the stronger it gets, just like the move. You have Sing, you have Rest, which hilariously destroys people if you rest on them. I'm going to say Jigglypuff was a spot-on recreation. Joker, haven't downloaded the DLC yet, but, you have Tetrakarn, Makarakarn, you can summon your Persona, like, you have Gun, the strongest move in the game, Gun. Like, it's just Joker is Persona in Smash Bros. It's the best. So I'm a fan, and also I think that they did an amazing job trying to recreate Joker in Smash Ultimate. Let's see. I have to stream soon. I better wrap this up quick. All right. King K. Rool. There's definitely some references there. I'm gonna put in the. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to put Very Faithful there. They were pretty good at creating King K. Rool. Kirby and King DDD. King DDD's I'd say average. There was a lot of King DDD lore to pull on when Brawl came out. And the fact that it's he sucks things up like Kirby. He has a hammer, which is interesting. But where's the masked DDD? And maybe that stuff didn't come out yet, but it's Sakurai. It's his universe. He could have made up some crazy awesome things, and ultimately, I'd say this is pretty average. It just kind of feels like a Kirby clone, but in his universe he kind of is. Kirby definitely unfaithful. Just kidding. Kirby up here too. Kirby top tier faithfulness. His attacks are the abilities that you can get throughout some of the Kirby games, and then of course his side B is, or his neutral B is his inhale ability, and that is the ultimate right there. I would say Link also super faithful to the games. You have your different items as your abilities, and his sword attacks all work right. You have the down thrust from Zelda 2. It's all really good stuff. Lil Mac, honestly, I don't play Punch-Out. So I'm just gonna put meh. I don't know. He punches things, and that's something you can do in Punch-Out, but it doesn't really give me a good idea of what's going on in Punch-Out. Lucario, fighting type Pokemon. I'm gonna put him in the Very Faithful. His aura thing gets stronger as he gets weaker, but that's not actually his ability in the Pokemon games. So they're making up stuff to make Lucario seem more OP than he really is for fighting Steel type. Lucas, honestly, don't know. Haven't played the game. Luigi used to just be a clone of Mario before he had his own identity, but I think they amped it up, and as he got reworked throughout the games, his side missile attack is kind of weird, but they added his vacuum cleaner as a smash attack or something, right? So that's kind of cool. Actually, actually, now I'm talking myself out. Now I'm talking myself out of it. He just seems like a second-rate Mario. He's in the meth pile. Final Smash, does that really give you that many points for something when the rest of the moveset is just punching and kicking? Meta Knight, he uses sword stuff. I'm gonna put him as meh. I'll put him as average. He has his sword attacks from, Kirby Superstar and stuff, but not very exciting. Mewtwo, also a Lucario thing. I would say Very Faithful. Just gonna leave it at that. The Mii fighters, they're unknown. I don't think it's fair to rank them because they're the Miiverse. So they're way cooler than the actual Miiverse that they're based on. Mr. Game & Watch, I would say, is Very Faithful. Everything he does is, I would say he's a true fan, actually. Every move he does is a different Game & Watch game. So that's pretty heckin' cool. We have Ness, Earthbound, again, never played it. Can't do anything. Pac-Man. Pac-Man does have some boring moves, but he has a lot of cool references and stuff, so it's not... Pac-Man as himself, I would say, is maybe average job or Very Faithful, and then Pac-Man as a representation of Namco, would be a true fan. But we're basing the characters based on, themselves, so all we can do. Never played Kid Icarus, can't rate Palutena. Daisy's just a trash copy of the best character that no one asked for, so unfaithful, because Daisy sucks. There's little Pichu. I'm gonna give Pichu true fan status, because of the fact that in the Pokédex entry for Pichu, it says that it can't really, it shocks itself with its own powers, and then when you use electric attacks in Melee and Ultimate, you actually damage yourself as Pichu. So that's a cool touch that they added to the game. Pikachu, very faithful, lovely. More Kid Icarus stuff. Piranha Plant, I don't know because I don't have the Piranha Plant DLC, so I don't know any of Piranha Plant's movesets. Pokemon Trainer and all three Pokemon I'm going to clump together. You can use more than 4 moves, so that's not very, very faithful. Your moves don't run out of power points. The stamina mechanic in Brawl was interesting, but ultimately not super great. I'm going to say that the Pokemon, I would say very faithful. It's Pokemon. It's kind of hard not to be, even with your air attacks. Ridley, I know a little bit about Metroid, so I'm going to rank regular Samus, but I don't know anything about Dark Samus, who's just an Echo anyway. And Ridley, average, I played against Ridley in, I guess Metroid Prime too, but Super Metroid, and some of the attacks look similar, so I'm just going to say average until, I know better. Rob, I don't know, he does a couple things. He's just meh compared to the real-life toy. That's a Fire Emblem person. Don't know Robin and Robin. Rosalina. Actually never played Mario Galaxy, but I'm gonna just say average. She seems to reference Mario Galaxy a little bit, but I think there's some cool moves like the Star Launch move, but other than that, not much we can do. Alright, Street Fighter. So I'm not a huge Street Fighter fan, so it would be hard to say whether or not it's a true fan or very faithful. I'm going to go with my gut and say very faithful here, especially because you can activate the special moves the same way you would with Street Fighter. Same with Ken, who's an Echo. But that's still pretty good. Samus has a lot of good moves, a lot of cool moves. Jumps the same as the somersault in the game, which is cool. However, I don't think I've ever punched someone in a Metroid game, and that's one of her big smash attacks. So they took some liberties, still very faithful. Good job. Sheik never really, fought much, and you know what? I'm gonna put Sheik. There's really not a reference. There is a reference point. It came out after Sheik, but I kind of wish they used that Sheik instead of this one, because I'm talking about Hyrule Warriors, where Sheik uses the harp that deals, that you can use to play the different songs from Ocarina of Time to do different effects in the battlefield, and I wish they had that for Smash. So I'm going to put Unfaithful, even though it's more of a meh to average. Shulk, don't know, haven't played Xenoblade. Simon and Richter Belmont, definitely up here in the very faithful. Your attacks are whip attacks. I think you can do the whip dangly thing, not too sure. Actually, you know what? These are both, pretty true fan. Their final smashes are really lame, but so we've established we can't really go too much off of that. Solid Snake Colonel, the meme master of machinimas. Yeah. Let's see. Definitely at least a very faithful with all of the different things you can do. And I'm going to say that because when you die as Snake, the game doesn't tell you after you revive that there's an instant death trap right before you walk into it. So, it was they're not... You should get a codec whenever you die. Say you get hit by Captain Falcon's Falcon Punch. After you die, you should just have Colonel pop up and be like, "Hey, Snake, I wanted to warn you, be careful of that pilot's punch." And he's like, yeah, a little too late for that. So, still very faithful. Good job. Sonic is very meh. Like, all he does is spin. He could throw a ring. That'd be kind of cool. Where's his fire spin? You get the fire spin in Sonic Adventure 2. Like, where's the light dash? I don't know. All he does is spin. It's pretty meh. And you know what? I'm thinking that's just lazy. Maybe unfaithful should be changed to, like, lazy. I don't know. But, you know, Sonic, they had so much to draw on. And they kind of just went with it. Just like the movie. Toon Link, Clone of Link. I would also say, well, Toon Link doesn't really share the same history of Link because it's just Wind Waker. So Toon Link is actually just kind of average for being a clone. What can you do? Wario, pretty faithful. Not gonna lie. He has his motorbike that he does in like cutscenes and stuff. The only way they could have improved Wario, I think, if they made some of his movesets kind of like, you know, the input kind of like the micro games in his franchise, that would be a lot of fun and interesting. But, you know, other than that, I don't know. Wii Fit Trainer, I'm gonna go meh. Like, yeah, it's kind of funny. I see Wii Fit Trainer's good, but she has the aesthetic of like a joke character. And this does not help me get in better shape when I play Wii Fit Trainer. I'm still sitting on the couch being fat. So, yeah, doesn't really do what you set out to do. Wolf, actually kind of lame. Because Fox and Falco are supposed to be clones, which is, you know, from the Melee thing, so you get that. But then Wolf's his brand new character, and he's just a fatter, heavier Fox. And I like Wolf. I really do like Wolf. But the thing is, they also changed his British, like, accent to, like, some evil southern darker accent. It's like, oh, I liked it when he was sophisticated and British and antagonistic. Now he just sounds like a tryhard. So, I mean, it's not Smash Bros. Fault. Now I'm going on a rant about how they ruined ruined Star Wolf. Well, hey, what can you do? A Young Link, I never really liked playing as Young Link in Ocarina of Time. Like, I liked it being Adult Link. So I'm gonna put him very faithful, but again, well, actually, you know, they have the Deku Shield instead of the Hyrulean Shield. Yeah, very faithful is a good point for that. You know, because I can't, in Majora's Mask, you can't do the downward thrust, you know what I'm saying? So, there's that. Yoshi! Very faithful. You have your, you know, Yoshi doesn't headbutt people in the games or anything like that. But they resisted putting that stupid effing Poochie in there, so, you know, that's a plus, and you can throw eggs and stuff. Lots of fun. Good stuff, very faithful, especially with his jumps and how his jumps work, and how different that is from a lot of other things. Zelda's cool. Honestly, I don't know too much about, like, the Zelda DS games, but Zelda's definitely very faithful. Maybe even true fan territory. I mean, I don't think she kicks a mofo in the head or anything in the other games, but you know what? I'm going to put Zelda up there too. They did a really good job with Zelda. New Zelda. And Zero Suit Samus, haven't really played anything. I'm just going to put meh, because I think she has the blaster in the game or whatever. And there you go. That is my opinion on the different faithfulness of the characters in Smash Bros. You know what, actually, I'm so disappointed with Bayonetta, I'm demoting her to a meh. They could have done so much more. They could have done so much more. You don't understand, except maybe you do. I hope you understand. And, yeah, so there you go. Based on faithfulness to the franchise from which they came from, and to some extent, like, how much it informs you about the franchise from which they came from. And if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe and let me know so I can do it a lot more. If you're like, I love your tier list, please keep talking to me, Overlord Daddy, then it's like, okay. But you have to let me know. Also, I stream weekdays on twitch.tv/The Overlord Empire, so be sure to check that out for the schedule and follow me on there so you're alerted if you want alerts turned on for when I go live, which is like every weekday. Whoa! So yeah, come up to my stream and tell me how much you think my tier list sucks. With that being said, be sure to share this video around and spread the word about the growing Overlord Empire for the glory of demonkind. Princess Peach top tier!